701. Take on, begin to handle, commit oneself to, accept.
He took on a great challenge when he became the CEO of a bankrupt company.
702. Take one's hat off to someone, admire, respect, praise.
I am very impressed that you actually had your book published. I take my hat off to you.
703. Take over, take control, command.
When the pilot became ill, the co-pilot had to take over the controls of the aircraft.
704. Take someone for a ride, cheat, swindle.
When my car broke down for the third time, I realized that the car salesman really took me for a ride.
705. Take someone to the cleaners, win all of someone's money, cheat someone.
He invested money in a business deal that went bad. They took him to the cleaners.
706. Take something lying down, sue her without having a fight.
Someone said that he stole money from the company. He's not going to take that lying down.
707. Take something to heart, consider seriously.
His parents spoke to him about improving his grades. I hope he took it to heart.
708. Take a bull by the horns, take strong action.
He needs more money, so he is going to take the bull by the horns and ask for a raise.
709. Take the fifth, refuse to testify against oneself, as guaranteed by the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
He asked the fat girl how much she weighed. She was embarrassed and took the fifth.
710. Take the plunge, do something decisive.
I realized I gained a lot of weight, so I finally took the plunge and decided to seriously go on a diet.
711. Take the words out of someone's mouth, say something someone else was going to say.
I was just going to say that he was a liar. You took the words right out of my mouth.
712. Take up, begin an activity or hobby.
She plans to take up golf next summer.
713. Take with a grain of salt, listen with skepticism.
He told me that he got all A's in college. I don't believe him. You should take it with a grain of salt.
714. Talk through one's hat, make exaggerated or inaccurate statements.
She's always talking about how much she is investing in the stock market, but I think she is talking through her hat.
715. Talk turkey, discuss seriously, in a business-like manner.
If you are really serious about buying my car, let's talk turkey.
716. Tearjerker, story that makes you cry.
The movie we saw last night was a real tearjerker.
717. Tell someone off, speak to angrily.
Whenever she becomes too arrogant, it is time to tell her oh.
718. Think up, invent, create.
The theme for this year's party will not work. We need to think up a new idea.
719. Third degree, prolonged questioning.
When I returned home from my date, my roommate wanted to know everything that had happened and gave me the third degree.
720. Through the grapevine, be a gossip from other people.
I heard through the grapevine that you are pregnant. Is that true?
721. Through the mill, experienced in difficulties of life.
She's had a difficult life. She's been put through the mill.
722. Throw cold water on, discourage.
I really don't want to throw cold water on your business proposal, but I really don't think that it is a good idea.
723. Throw in the towel, surrender, give up.
When he realized that there was no way he was going to finish the race, he finally threw in the towel.
724. Throw one's weight around, use one's influence in a showy manner.
Because she was the boss's daughter, she liked throwing her weight around the office and tell everyone what to do.
725. Throw the book at, punish severely for breaking rules or the law.
They have a lot of evidence against that criminal. They are going to throw the book at him at the trial.
726. Tickled pink, very happy.
I wasn't feeling well and wanted to go home. I was tickled pink that the party had finally ended.
727. Tide someone over, help someone through a shortage.
Can you please loan me $10 and tide me over until I get paid next week?
728. Tie the knot, get married.
She will tie the knot this spring.
729. Tied down, restricted by family or job responsibilities.
When you have children, pets and a mortgage, you feel tied down.
730. Tight squeeze, difficult situation financially.
I don't have the money for that now. I am in a tight squeeze.
731. Tighten one's belt, economize, spend and use less.
Since he has taken a cut in his salary, the family has needed to tighten the belt.
732. Tightwad, person who is cheap and stingy.
Whenever we go to a restaurant, he always tries to leave without contributing any money toward the bill. He is such a tightwad.
733. Tip someone off, warn, inform.
The burglars were arrested because the police were tipped off.
734. To AT, perfectly, exactly.
Although you have only been to my house once, you described it to AT.
735. To boot, in addition, also.
She is trying to lose weight. So I was surprised that after dinner, she ordered cake and ice cream to boot.
736. To the hilt, completely, to the limit.
He's borrowed a lot of money against his house. He is mortgaged to the hilt.
737. Tooth and nail, as hard as possible, fiercely.
Although they were going to take that an account away from me, I fought tooth and nail to keep it.
738. Top notch, excellent, the best.
He never loses a court case. He is a top-notch attorney.
739. Topsy-turvy, upside down, in disarray.
When you move from one apartment to another, everything is topsy-turvy.
740. Total, completely ruin.
After the accident, my car was totaled and was unable to be fixed.
741. Touch and go, very dangerous or uncertain.
She was sent to the hospital in very poor health. The doctors said that it was touch and go.
742. Tough break, unlucky event, misfortune.
Breaking his leg in the middle of football season was a tough break for John.
743. Tourist trap, any place that is overpriced and attracts tourists.
I hate going to that resort in the summer. They charge hundreds of dollars a night for a tiny room. I think it's a tourist trap.
744. Track down, search for.
The balances in both accounts are not matching. We need to track down the problem.
745. Treat, pay for someone else.
He really helped me complete my project, so I treated him to lunch.
746. Try something out, test.
The store told me that we can try the mattress out for 30 days to see if we like it.
747. Turn one off, disgust, bore, repel.
When he started saying bad things about my sister, it really turned me oh.
748. Turn out, result, end.
Although the movie was boring at first, it turned out to be wonderful.
749. Turn over a new leaf, change one's conduct for the better.
My little boy has recently started lying to his mother. After I spoke with him, he told me that he is turning over a new leaf and won't do it anymore.
750. Turn someone down, reject.
Although the job interview went very well, he was turned down for the job.
751. Turn someone's stomach, get someone sick and upset.
It really turns my stomach when little children treat their elders poorly.
752. Turn the tables, reverse the situation.
We lost the game last night, but tonight, we'll turn the tables.
753. Turn to, go to for help.
He was such a good friend. I always knew that I could turn to him if I needed some money.
754. Turn up, appear.
Those keys have been lost for a month. I am hoping that they turn up soon.
755. Twiddle one's thumbs, not busy, not working.
Our department has gotten slow this season. All we are doing is twiddling our thumbs.
756. Twist someone around one's finger, influence someone easily.
He will do whatever she wants. It's amazing how she has him twisted around her little finger.
757. Two-faced, disloyal, and trustworthy.
She'll tell you that you have a beautiful dress, but when you leave, she'll say that you are fat and how awful it looked on you. She is two-faced.
758. Under the table, illegal money transaction, such as paying a bribe.
She was paid under the table and continued to collect her unemployment checks illegally.
759. Under the weather, not feeling well.
I started sneezing this morning and have had a bad headache. I am beginning to feel under the weather.
760. Up one's alley, something one enjoys, special interest.
I'm going to the art museum on Sunday. I know you love to paint, so this is right up your alley.
761. Up the river, in jail.
The judge found him guilty and he was sent up the river for 5 years.
762. Up to here with, disgusted with another's continual behavior.
My phone bills are always so high. I am just up to here with them.
763. Up to one's ears, deeply immersed in.
I have a lot of folders sitting on my desk. I am up to my ears in paperwork.
764. Up to par, neg, meeting normal standards.
I have a headache and don't feel up to par.
765. Up to someone, someone's choice.
Because it is her birthday, it is up to her what kind of birthday cake to buy.
766. Upset the apple cart, ruin or spoil a plan or idea.
Our plans are perfect. Don't discuss them with anyone. We don't want to upset the apple cart.
767. Use one's noodle, head, think.
He wasn't using his noodle when he ordered to stay and clean up the mess.
768. Walk all over someone, take advantage of someone.
He loves her so much and she walks all over him.
769. Wash one's hands of, refuse responsibility for, abandon.
If he lies or hurts you, you should wash your hands of him.
770. Washed up, no longer successful or needed, failed.
Since he was arrested, his movie career is all washed up.
771. Waste one's breath, speak or argue with no result.
I have told her that she should stop smoking 1,000 times. Don't even mention it to her, you'll be wasting your breath.
772. Watch or mind one's P's and Q's, act very carefully, pay attention to detail.
If you are having dinner with your boss, you have to watch your P's and Q's.
773. Water down, dilute.
The Coee is too strong. I think you need to water it down.
774. Wear the pants, be the boss of the family.
She makes all the big decisions when it comes to finances. We all know who wears the pants in that family.
775. Weigh one's words, be careful of what one says.
The boss is going to interview me today. I don't want to talk too much. I should weigh my words.
776. Well off, rich, wealthy.
She has traveled extensively throughout the world. I believe she's very well-o.
777. Wet behind the ears, inexperienced.
He can't manage the office. He is still wet behind the ears.
778. Wet blanket, person who discourages others from having fun.
She was no fun at the party. She is a wet blanket.
779. Wet one's whistle, have a drink, especially alcohol.
I am so thirsty. I would like to wet my whistle.
780. What it takes, any ability for a job, courage.
She is smart and ambitious. She certainly has what it takes to be a doctor.
781. When the chips are down, at the worst time, when one faces the biggest obstacles.
A true friend is someone who is always there when the chips are down.
782. Whistle a different tune, change one's attitude, contradict previous ideas.
The boss's son doesn't believe his father should pay anyone overtime, but when he can work extra hours, he whistles a errant tune.
783. White as a ghost, very pale because of fear, shock, illness.
My sister became as white as a ghost when she saw the man at the window.
784. White lie, a harmless lie, told to be polite or to do something not seriously wrong.
I told my boss a white lie and said that I was sick yesterday when I actually wasn't.
785. Wild goose chase, absurd or hopeless search.
She did not want the police to find her boyfriend, so she gave them false information and sent them on a wild goose chase.
786. Willpower, strength of mind.
Some people say you need a lot of willpower to quit smoking.
787. Wimp, spineless, non-assertive person.
He never speaks up for himself. He is such a wimp.
788. Wind up, end, finish.
It's getting late and I want to finish this project and go home. Let's wind things up.
789. Wing it, rely only on one's knowledge, act without preparation.
They asked me to make a speech, but I did not prepare anything, so I just winged it.
790. Wisecrack, sarcastic or nasty remark.
He is not very nice, so don't be surprised if he makes a wisecrack about your clothes.
791. Wishy-washy, having no definite opinion, unable to decide.
He never has his own opinion. He is very wishy-washy.
792. With a fine-toothed comb, very carefully.
She lost her earring somewhere in our house. We searched for it with a fine-toothed comb.
793. With flying colors, with great or total success.
She passed her course with Ying colors and now wants to go out and celebrate.
794. Within reason, sensible, reasonable, reasonably.
I know you want to buy my car. If your OR is within reason, then it's a deal.
795. Word of mouth, recommendation from other people.
His business does not advertise. He became successful all by word of mouth.
796. Work one's fingers to the bone, work very hard.
I had to type many pages to put this book together. I have worked my fingers to the bone.
797. Work out, find an answer, solve.
I have added these numbers 3 times and still get errant answers. This problem can't seem to be worked out.
798. Wrong side of the tracks, the poor section of town, implying social inferiority.
She comes from a wealthy family.
Her parents did not want her to marry anyone from the wrong side of the tracks.
799. Yell bloody murder, express loud, emotional anger.
Some babies yell bloody murder if their mothers leave them with babysitters.
800. You're kidding.
Really? Is it true? You've read every single entry in this book? You're kidding.